Raise your hand if you have ever had a bad experience with a police officer. Raise your hand if you've ever had a good experience with a police officer. Mainly our experiences with a police officer depends on the circumstances in which you had to meet. My name is Josh Freeman, and I'm a criminal justice major at Liberty University online with hopes of becoming a police officer. Right behind me here is a copy of my outline that was put into Wordle form. I want to share with you some of the education and physical training requirements and general activities and local opportunities for becoming a police officer. I will discuss these in 3 main points. Point 1 will cover the education and training required. Point 2 will cover the activities police officers may be required to do. And point 3 will cover the local employment opportunities and benefits for becoming a police officer. And starting with point 1, education and training requirements vary from place to place. In his book title, Created for Connection, Dr. Donald H. Alvin Jr. states that education requirements range from a high school diploma to a college degree or higher. In an interview with Sergeant James Green of the Forest City Police Department, he says, "In my area, one may be employed with a high school diploma, but the more education you have, the greater your chances are of being employed." In the Isothermal Community College website, Basic Law Enforcement Training, or BLET, is required here. BLET is a 640-hour training program designed to prepare students to become certified law enforcement officers. ICC's website also states that there are 6 basic requirements to be able to enter the BLET program. 1, you must be a United States citizen. 2, you must have a valid driver's license. 3, you must be at least 20 years old. 4, you must have at least a high school diploma or GED. 5, you must not have any serious criminal or traffic violations. 6, you must be in good physical health. Now, point 2. Activities of police officers vary, but some are common to all officers. Albin, in his book, states that police and detectives pursue and apprehend individuals who break the law, and then issue citations or warnings. A large portion of their time is spent writing reports and maintaining records of incidents they encounter. A police officer is also part of God's redemptive purpose. Today's New International Version states in Amos 5:15 that hate evil, love good, maintain justice in the courts. Isaiah 61:8a also says, "For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and wrongdoing." And on to point 3. Opportunities and benefits vary from officers. The Forest City Police Department provides 2 good opportunities for becoming a police officer. One is the Citizens Police Academy. This is a 10-week program that gives citizens an inside look at law enforcement and how it benefits the community. Also is the Ride-Along program. You must submit a paper to the police department, and if it is approved, they will give you a phone call. And if you are approved, you are allowed to ride 3 days with a police officer. James Green also agreed with Albin's statement in his book. The job outlook is very favorable with the right education in a small-town police department. Along with the salary at the Forest City Police Department, you are also given membership into the North Carolina retirement system and insurance policies. In closing, I would just like to say that I hope to finish my ride-along program. I'd like to complete the Citizens Police Academy, and I would also ultimately like to become a police officer. If you ever have any experience with me, I hope it will be a pleasant one. Thank you.